thing for us to acknowledge something, but when we're acknowledging things and those things are taking effect on us, we're not able to really be our best self or show up as a. My name is Tina. Welcome to the Raw Experience. Listen, guys, I'm here today to share with you guys some tips, things that you can apply for your mental health. It is so many things that is going on in this world, you guys. Globally, there is a pandemic going on. There is so much injustice, so much chaos everywhere, from social media to the news, even in our personal life, dealing with work, family, just too much, okay? Too much to make one person go crazy. So I just wanted to go ahead and take the time to share with you guys some things that I implement in my day-to-day life that helps me to keep that mental stability, to be mentally sound and have a sound mind and not allow a lot of those things to really affect me mentally. You know, it's one thing for us to acknowledge something, but when we're acknowledging things and those things are taking effect on us, we're not able to really be our best self or show up as our best self. So it's important that we're taking care of our health as we go on day to day, and even as we're fighting as well for injustice. So I want to go ahead and just share these tips with you. Hopefully you can find something that you resonate with, something that is going to help you and implement that into your life. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Y'all know I don't like to just talk because literally I'm very talkative when I start talking. So I love to write things down just to make sure I am hitting on important things and we're not here for 30-45 minutes. So let's go ahead and get started. My first tip that I have is for you to connect to divine source. Now, I said divine source because I know not everyone call God Yahweh, Yah, or God. We use different names, but you kind of get the concept. You want to go ahead and create with the source of life. For me, that would be Yahweh. That would be the Most High God. Connecting with God helps you. It's kind of like that's where you pull your strength from, okay? You pull your strength from God, whether it is in prayer, whether it is in reading his word, listening to some nice gospel music, or just being in the presence of God. It doesn't necessarily mean going to church or doing all religious things, but having that intimate personal relationship with God, because that is what he seeks, making sure throughout your day you're talking to God. When you have something on your mind or this uneasy feeling, making sure you're letting him know you're talking through that with him, and you'll be amazed how that changes your atmosphere in your day as well. If you're facing something, or let's just say with the injustice that is going on Black people, that is too much for anyone to handle, you guys. Even for myself, I have to detach a lot of times from the things that I'm seeing. So a lot of times what I find myself doing is that pain always lead me in the place of prayer, and I always start praying to God about how I feel about the things that are going on, how his people are being treated, and all these things. And it always amazes me how God responds, and it just gives me some sense of peace as well. It doesn't change the circumstances, of course, but it also helps us because we're actually the one that is going to change things. And in order for God to work through us, we have to have that mental stability. So definitely you want to connect to a power that is higher than yourself. You want to go ahead and build that intimate relationship with God, and that is really going to help you because you can pull your strength and joy from him. And it's also a place of peace, man. No chaos. Seriously. My next point that I have is prayer and meditation. Listen, guys, I am all for prayer and meditation. You want to go ahead and practice this in your day-to-day life. Oftentimes we pray or meditate when there is trouble. You don't want that to be you. You don't want to just pray and meditate when there is trouble. You want to build that in your life morning and night. You want to make sure you're praying throughout the day. You want to make sure you're praying, but also take that time, that quiet time, whether it's 5, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and just sit with yourself and meditate. How I meditate different ways. There's different ways when it comes to meditation. I have different style. Sometimes I go in there and I'm just quiet and I just think of something good, whether it is a vision, a word that I received earlier, or something that I want to accomplish. I just sit there and I think upon that. I visualize myself doing that thing, and just let it all sink in, just soak up in all of that. Another thing that I do when it comes to form of meditation that I do is I just go in there and I'm quiet. I'm still, I quiet my mind, and I just allow God to speak to me. I do practice some breathing exercise, so I'm making sure I'm breathing properly as well, releasing everything and just being quiet and allowing God to speak to me. Another form of meditation that I do is I go into my closet. It's dark in there, guys. I go into my closet and I literally just read affirmation to myself. And I do that for 5 minutes, just reading positive affirmation to myself. And that truly does help me as well. So you want to take that time, 5 minutes a day, take that time and just meditate. You can do it whichever way fits you. If you're the type of person that just needs to be quiet, do that. If you're the type of person that needs to sit and just meditate, visualize on things you want to accomplish, do that. If you want to go ahead and just sit and read affirmation to yourself and build yourself back up in your belief system, do that as well. But prayer and meditation is really, 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 really important for your mental health as well. So that is tip number 2. My next tip number 3, is therapy, you guys. Oh my God. I really believe health insurance should offer therapy for free this entire year and the year that is coming. I really believe so. But you want to go ahead and find a therapist. Now, a lot of therapists are offering virtual session. You want to go ahead and find a therapist and have that person that you can talk to that is outside of your family and your friends, that is professional, that can also give you some feedback into your situation. Having a therapist is really, really important, you guys. Last year, I committed an entire year. The entire last year, I committed it to going to a therapist. And usually I'll start and then fall off. But last year, I committed a whole year, and that was the greatest investment. It did cost me a lot of money because when I started, instead of having 1 session, I had to have like 4 sessions, you guys, 4 sessions. So it was really, it was expensive for me based on your need. But listen, that is the greatest money. That's the best amount of money I ever spent because it truly helps me. I healed from a lot through that process and discover a lot of things as well. Even heal from things that I didn't know existed, okay? So you want to go ahead and go to therapy. It's okay to have friends and family, but they're not professional. They don't really understand certain things or know certain things. So having someone who is knowledgeable in that area, have studied that area, they're able to help you better and faster as well. So having a therapist is great. The next thing I have for step 4 is read positive things. Reading is really, really helpful for me. We understand that our mind and our thoughts is who we become. Whatever we constantly think of, that is who we're going to become. So what I do is I read 2 books every 2 weeks. So I read 1 book a week. And I'm trying my best to really try to do 4 books a month, but really I want to say like 2 books a week, and then I'll pause, and then like the end of the month I'll pick up another book again. So you want to read something positive. If you're not a reader, maybe start just reading a chapter a day, but you want to make sure you're reading something positive, something that is filled with nothing but positivity that you're putting within your subconscious mind, because you don't want to place anything negative in your mind. If you're doing that, then it's going to create negative thoughts, and those negative thoughts are going to manifest in your life. So for example, when I was going through therapy, I was reading books by Dr. Miles Monroe concerning changes, right? Concerning crisis, potential, and leadership. I read those books. Right now, I'm in a process where I'm expanding my business. So I'm about to go read a lot of books on marketing this month, right? This month and into next month. So my books that I'm going to be reading are going to focus on marketing. I don't really read anything that is not taking me to where I need to be. So you want to make sure the things that you're reading are truly benefiting you, and it's going to take you to the place that you want to go and help you to become the person that you want to be. But reading something positive is very, very important. If you're not a reader, I would say just do a chapter a day. A chapter a day, that's fine. Just read something positive. The next step that I have on here is to remove toxic people from your life. Listen, guys, literally, I had to change my entire phone number this year. I had to change my entire phone number. My phone is constantly on Do Not Disturb. A lot of people are not in my life. And I don't really pick up certain phone calls, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with missing phone calls and not returning phone calls. You want to remove people that are not good from your life. People that are always sucking energy, people that you're always pouring into but never receiving back. Go ahead, if they're draining you, remove them. Remove toxic people from your life, and that will really help with your mental health as well. The next tip that I have on here is to take a break from social media. I am on a break from social media. I started the beginning of this month. As I'm recording this video, it is actually the 27th of April. Is the 27th as I'm recording this video. So I took a break, and after this month I'm going to redo it again. I always do a 30-day or a 21-day fast from everything, social media, people, all of that. So you want to go ahead and take a break from social media. Social media is a powerful tool. It is a great platform. I love social media, especially being a business owner is very beneficial to me, but I had to figure out other ways to where I can still market and make money without being on social media. It's just too much going on social media. There are a lot of the content you see are not really positive. So if you're struggling mentally, you want to go ahead and just take a break. Maybe 7 days. You don't have to do a 30-day or a 21-day. Start small, but you want to go ahead and slowly detach yourself from those things. Slowly take that break. It's really going to help you. I find that when I'm off social media, one, I'm more productive. Two, it helps my mental health. When I go back on there, it's like, oh hell, I'm all out of balance again. So take that time and commit to it. Take time away from social media. The next thing that I have is go outside often, you guys. If you're struggling mentally, you want to spend a lot of time outside. I don't really know what it is about being outside, but literally I could be in a depressed state, and as soon as I go outside, I am like just joyful. It's like new life. So I love going outside. Once I'm done recording this video, I'm literally going outside. It's sunny outside, it's a nice day. So I'm gonna go outside and just sit outside and enjoy it before I go ahead and start my other activity for the day. So take time, maybe it's just 20-30 minutes. Go outside and go for a walk. When I'm outside as well, I use that time for prayer. So if something is really bothering me, I go for a 30-minute walk and I just talk to God about it. I pray to God on those walks as well, and that helps me. So spend some time outside, guys. Touch the flowers, touch the grass. Look at the little animal running around and whatnot. I be looking at the animal and I just be cracking up, like just cracking up. They are so funny. So spend some time outside, guys. You enjoy it. The next step that I have on here, I lost count, by the way. The next step that I have on here, tip that I have on here is create a healthy routine, a healthy plan, a healthy lifestyle, a healthy routine, whether it's in the morning or at night. And this is something, honestly, you have to try multiple things to get it. For me, with my schedule, it's really hard to keep just one, but I always adjust it, but they're all always healthy. So one thing that I know that I'm really consistent with is in the morning when I wake up, I make sure I read my Bible. I make sure I'm writing things down for the day, or I write something positive down, and I make sure I'm grateful for the day, or just speak something positive, like today's gonna be a great day. Okay, I may not feel great waking up, but I always say that today's gonna be a great day. I'm excited about today. That is a routine that now I'm stuck into. And then of course I work from home, so I go ahead and sign into my 9-to-5 job. And as I'm working on my 9-to-5 job, when I have time in between my work, I make sure I'm reading something. Next from that, once I'm off, I go ahead and I spend 2 hours at the gym as well. So I created this routine where in the morning is my devotional time. I go to work. When there's downtime, I'm reading something positive. After work, I go to the gym. When I come from the gym, based on what I have to do for my business, I either stay up, I have to stay up, or I have to go to sleep and wake wake up really early. So on the nights that I have to stay up completely, I'll just get in the shower and come right to my work. So you want to create a routine that helps you. It helps your lifestyle, whether it is your morning routine, your 9-to-5 job, or for your business, or even after work, what it is that you're doing. If you're struggling mentally, you don't want to be stuck in the house and not doing nothing, just not active at all. You want to make sure you're active. You want to make sure things are organized. You want to make sure you're setting little goals for yourself to accomplish. Waking up in the morning just saying thank you, God. Waking up in the morning being grateful, okay? Make that part of your daily routine. Make sure you have some type of healthy habit, like the gym, going to the gym, or maybe it's doing yoga or something like that. Just create a positive routine, a healthy routine that is going to help you as well. And you're going to see changes in your mental health as well, and your life. On here is speak life. Speak life into your life. That is really, really going to help. I'm going to give you guys an example. You know, things happening, a lot of things are happening around us, and it can cause us to doubt. It can cause us to doubt ourselves, to doubt God, and all these things. And I'm going to give you guys an example. I applied for a job within my company, and I've been with this company for a long time now, and I noticed like I'm always it's like this block every time I try to get a position. It's always, oh, you're not friendly enough, you know, really, aka you're not kissing ass enough. And we don't do that over here. We don't do that. I don't do that at all. So I try to do what I can, and I'm like, you know what, God, I'm gonna go ahead and apply for this different department. And I was just speaking life, like, I got this position, everything is going good, God is opening doors for me. Well, yesterday I received an email where I didn't move forward into the interview process, right? Well, in that moment, I had a choice to make. Either I was going to speak life, or I was going to speak something negative. Instead of being down that I did not get the position that I truly wanted, I began to say, you know what, God, thank you for protecting me from something. Thank you for blessing me. Thank you for opening another opportunity for me. So you want to speak life in your situation, even though things may be ugly, things may not be good. You may not have gotten that job you wanted. You're having trouble at home. Still speak life and still show that gratitude and thank God for the things that He has protected you from, because you really don't know. I don't know why I didn't get the job. My resume speaks for itself, you know, so I don't really know what was the reason, but I always think as, you know what, God timing and God plan is better than all things. So I still thank Him for protecting me. It could be that that work environment wasn't really meant for me, because I don't do toxic environments, right? So we never really know what it is that God is protecting us from. But when we begin to speak negative things because of our situations, we're creating more negative things. We're manifesting more of those things into our life. So you want to make sure you're speaking life over yourself. You want to make sure you're telling yourself every day you wake up that you're going to do the best you can do, that you're capable of handling this day, that everything is going to be all right, everything is going to work for your good. You want to make sure you're speaking over the things you have to work on. Everything is prosperous. Everything that you touch, you're going to have a great day at work. You want to constantly keep speaking life, and you'll be amazed how everything changes, how doors open for you. You're just going to be amazed. It may not be exactly at that time. It may not be, you know, it may not be right away, but you'll still be amazed, and you'll see the shift in your mindset and in your perspective as well. So that is my last tip, you guys, when it comes to mental health, keeping that mental stability. It is a challenge. I'm telling you guys, it's a challenge, and you can do it. You can do it. I'm telling you, you're looking at someone who every day they was always speaking something negative, you know, and that is due to going through years of trauma. But to be here today, I have fought the good fight, and you have to fight that fight as well. You have to fight to take full control of your mind, to let your mind know, like, no, I'm in charge. You're not. I'm the one that is going to tell you what you're going to think, what you're going to do. I'm the one that is in charge of my life. I'm the creator of this life. I create and manifest what I want to manifest, as I'm dependent upon God. So take control, fight the good fight, Make sure find one tip that resonates with you and implement it into your life. If that helps you, then that is really great. But that is all that I have for today, you guys. Have a wonderful and a blessed day. If you're not subscribed, make sure you like, comment below, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.